But Katherine, it's Olympic year, right? Does that feel that way? You've been through this before.
Yeah, it feels like Olympic year, definitely.
How are things going with your personal training and everything?
Good, really, really good. I'm here at UNC right now, did some training with Troy and Garrett Kiley yesterday and this morning, and got to stick around for the duels. So.
Now you have an opportunity to wrestle off for the Pan Am Qualifier, which is real important because your weight isn't qualified yet.
Right.
How important it is for you to get that spot so you make you're in the driver's seat for getting us qualified?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always an important moment to take advantage of, and to be the one to go and actually qualify the weight is it gives you just that satisfaction of saying, hey, I can go and I can handle this job and get the job done. And so it's an exciting week going into next week for that qualifier, and I'm ready to go.
And they're shuffling around. Some of the girls are changing weights. I mean,
right.
You might be seeing someone you haven't wrestled last year, for instance. So
absolutely.
Does it matter? I mean, at this point, this close to the Olympic trials, who's in the weight?
It doesn't matter. I mean, no matter what, like, you have to beat everybody that day. It doesn't matter who comes down, whatever. You're just aiming to perform your best on that day. And the more that you put that focus on who is it, who isn't it, then it takes you away from your ultimate goal, which is to perform your best and to be the best version of yourself on that day. So that's always what I keep coming back to, being my best on that day.
Some changes since you came back when you had a few years off. You made a family and everything,
yeah,
but.
Yeah.
You were in RTC, right? Here in Northern Colorado. How important is that to your success?
This has been so important to have. It's been a challenge putting together my training situation, especially at the beginning. I did the best networking possible to find the right partners, and I found excellent people and excellent partners. And then putting together with UNC was really like cherry on top of the cake, and on the sundae, I guess.
Yeah.
Cherry on top of the sundae, because it just gave me that technical edge. And Troy is an excellent technician. Been working closely with Garrett Kiley as well. Another excellent technician, excellent at breaking down video. So just having that piece, instead of it just being me putting together training with different people, different partners, then going down to the training center, it's just hugely beneficial. And the more we can get regional training center programs, the more we can support the women, because we need opportunities. Like, as our our abilities grow and expand, like our ability to get more funding, our ability to get more sponsorship. Like, I'm a good example of that, right? My ability to live in Denver now and train and make a training situation up in Denver, because I have a family, because job situation for a spouse, whatever. Like, we just need more opportunities. And I think regional training centers right now could be an answer for a lot of people.
A different club in this portion of your career than when you started? I mean, talk about being part of that group.
Yeah, it's been really excellent being part of Titan Mercury. Just being part of the culture that they're building is really exciting. They're enthusiastic about building wrestling and seeing, like, the future of what it could be. So just really pleased with just the support we're all receiving as athletes. It's just, I don't think I can even compare last quad to this quad in terms of the type of support we're getting. It's just tenfold different. I mean, just even the social media presence that we're given, the opportunities, all these things. It's a totally different ball game. And I think whenever I bring that up to some of my fellow, like, female athletes, I'm like, hey, last quad was totally different. They're like, really? Are you sure? I'm like,
yeah. So
different. It's like 180 different. So it's exciting to be a part of all of it.
And exciting part of a history to be in women's wrestling. Merging sports status last week.
Yeah.
Up to 21 states that have women's wrestling, official, where it's something that they've endorsed, and
right.
And lots and lots of little girls getting involved. Just your assessment, because as a veteran on the circuit, you went through periods where maybe it wasn't going like now, right?
Right. Definitely. I mean, back to that, like, just kind of the attention that the sport is giving and getting, and how much girls wrestling is starting to be seen. It's gonna this momentum is gonna, I mean, I can't even imagine what the next 5 to 10 years is gonna look like. But, you know, finally these young girls who are, we're putting like two together. We've got the young girls who are saying, hey, I'm gonna be the bold one and be part of the sport. And then they're actually seeing the women who are competing at the, you know, world, Olympic, national levels. And we're kind of putting it together, and it's kind of an exciting rush, right?
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
So Lucha Fit, tell us how that's going.
Yeah, Lucha Fit is actually sponsoring the Colorado Girls Championship, which is next week. So unfortunately, I won't be able to be there.
Right.
But excited to be a part of that event. And this is their second year of their pilot program for Colorado. So next year they'll be at the big one. They'll have their whole state tournament along with the boys, and so it'll be exciting to see how that rolls. They doubled their numbers. I want to say last year they were under 300. This year they're like somewhere around 500. So they just implementing that pilot program and saying, hey, we have opportunities. We're doing tournaments back to back, weekend to weekend, and we're having a championship. Has doubled the numbers, right? So excited to be a part of that. I love that I can support them through Lucha Fit and say, you know, hey, here's a company that wants to actually support and provide you with resources and things that you want to see. So there's a lot of plans with Lucha Fit, things I have to kind of say, okay, I'll just write that down and put it to the side for now, because I really have had to take a step aside and let it flow as it's going. I've created a lot of resources, so luckily there's a lot already there. But there's a lot that can roll out in the future after the Olympics.
Well, hey, best of luck down in Atlanta next week. And
Thank you.
Obviously, before you know it, we'll be at Penn State, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Well, good job. It's nice chatting with you. Be well.